This is a letter for the principal of Kennedy Elementary School. A poem to the principal.
So much depends upon the lovely Miss Shade. The principal of an elementary is so wonderfully complimentary.
So much depends upon Mrs. Shade on being sweet and nice, helping, problem solving, being safe, and looking over kids and teachers.
So much depends upon the nice Mrs. Shade, how sweet and sincere, and how you keep us safe. And thank you for everything. We're so happy to have you here.
So much depends upon Miss Shade. Her sweetness to the whole school. She's so sweet, nice, and she's helpful to kids.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Mrs. Shade is really nice. Are you?
So much depends upon Miss Shade. She's nice and sweet like sugar and spice.
Mrs. Shade, you do so much for us. You like to be nice to us, you love to sing to us, and you like to dance. You have brown hair and you wear glasses.
Thank you, Mrs. Shade. Thank you for being a good principal.
Mrs. Shade is under a shade. Mrs. Shade drinks lemonade. Mrs. Shade hates going on vacations.
Mrs. Shade, she is so nice, safe with fire drills, who keeps us in shape. She is so nice, she is our principal.
Mrs. Shade is nice. She is a teacher. Sometimes she dresses like a clown. She travels a lot. She dances in school. Mrs. Shade is nice.
So much depends upon the caring Mrs. Shade. She helps us with our schoolwork projects. She's loving, caring, and sweet. She's the best principal ever. So much depends upon Mrs. Shade to get us through the day.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Mrs. Shade is nice. How about you?
So much depends upon Mrs. Shade, even though she teaches us without a grade.
So much depends on the principal, Miss Shade. She teaches us a lot in her office chair.
Roses are red, violets are blue. No one could have a better principal than you.
So much depends upon Mrs. Shade. She makes sure we are safe. She makes sure we have drills, and she's a nice person, and she cares about people.
Roses are red, violets are blue. You're the best principal ever.
So much depends upon Miss Shade, a caring principal. She is sweet and smart. When you get to know her, she's really nice.
Crazy, wacky, mysterious, and fun. This is all I can say about you, hon.
So much depends upon the awesome Mrs. Shade. You're nice, you're cool, and all of us plus you love this school.
So much depends upon Mrs. Shade, who keeps us safe.
Roses are reds, violets are blue. Everyone is admiring you.
So much depends upon Mrs. Shade. She keeps the school running like a well-oiled machine and treats all the students with fairness and niceness and is happy all the time.
For the principal of Kennedy and the kids of the school, we all thank you for your responsibility at our school. Thank you for your safety tips to keep us safe, teaching us to be respectful to other people. You're an awesome principal.
Thank you, Miss Shade.